Today I want to share the biggest update in the history of the channel and review a unicorn bottle, so let's dive in. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Bourbon Hutch. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey through the world of whiskey. So, it's been over a month since I posted a video to YouTube. Been a little while since I did this whole intro and got into a video. Wanted to make sure that you guys got an update and an explanation of why. Don't worry, it's good news, there's good reason. Plus, I wanted to review a great bottle with you all that has to tie in with all of this update. So, what is the news? Why have I been missing for over a month now? Well, I actually got married. So, on May 31st, I got married to my then fiance, now wife. It was a beautiful, amazing day. That was back in Maryland on the East Coast. We're both originally from the East Coast. So I was traveling the couple weeks before the wedding, going to see my family. Then we had the wedding. Then we actually went to Ireland for our honeymoon for about 10 days. So needless to say, YouTube videos and the bourbon world was sort of off my radar for a little while. But we're back now. We're settled in, back into Northern Kentucky and ready to make a lot more great videos for you guys. So sorry if I didn't give you guys an announcement or a big update around that. Things got a little bit hectic. But again, it's all good news. Things are wonderful here, and I'm excited to dive into the second half of the year with a lot of energy and passion for the bourbon hobby. Does mean I've fallen a little bit behind on bourbon news and collecting bottles, but we're going to ramp up here in the second half of the year, don't you worry. In the meantime, though, I wanted to review a very special bottle, a bottle that now has even more meaning to me. This is Michter's Barrel Strength Bourbon. It's from the distillery itself. I got to bottle it there as part of their whiskey bottle your own experience. Fort Nelson Reserve is what it's called when you get to do that. So if you look inside here, this beautiful box, it's very, very gorgeous. The bottle itself gets my name on it, which is great. And this is actually the bottle that I cracked open in celebration on my wedding day after the actual ceremony, during the after party actually. So this was shared far and wide. Let me take it out here because you'll see I have drunk or shared most of it at this point, but there's plenty left for a review. So I figured we would, one, just let you know how good Michter's Barrel Strength Bourbon is, and then also talk through the bottle that I got to sip on to celebrate my wedding. So let's dive in. On the nose. It's very like vanilla brown sugar forward. A nice juicy red cherry note as well. Oak. Sort of a medium bodied oak, like it's not too antique-y and funky, and it's not light or cedary, or it's really this middle of the road rich oak. Little bit of ethanol sting. Proof point here, this is 110.4 proof. I don't know the age. Michter's is known for not being very transparent. I have heard rumors that their barrel strength stuff is more in that like 7 to 10-year-old range. Could be older than that. You know, they're 10-year-old bourbons and 10-year-old ryes. Sometimes there's a lot older stuff than 10 years in there. There is a slight like banana note, almost like a custard on this as well. And then a little bit of like a black pepper. All right, let's go in on the palate. Cheers. Wow, that is delicious. A lot of that carries over from the nose to the palate. But the oak seems to be the star of the show here on the palate for me. Oaky, a little bit of like a cinnamon spice. Vanilla, that vanilla custard, and a touch of that banana pudding note in there as well. Good cherry, lots of brown sugar. Sort of rolling all over the tongue with brown sugar power. And it continues to linger with that sweeter custard note. Wow, really, really good. The funny thing is, you know, on my wedding day, I don't think I was able to fully enjoy this the way it's maybe meant to be. Was definitely nervous and busy and sort of a hectic day. And my body was tired and sort of in overdrive. So don't think I got to fully appreciate quite how good this is. I'm glad there's enough left for me to do that though. Yeah, it's almost like a vanilla cake and custard feel as it sweetens up and opens up. All right, let's go in for a second sip. Cheers. Yeah. See, the spice is building now. It's a little black pepper, some of that cinnamon. The heat is really good though. None of it feels like ethanol. All of it feels like baking spices. And then layered on top of that is that vanilla custard. Got more of that banana note on that sip. And then this rich, sweet cherry as well, complementing all that other sweetness and brown sugar beauty to the center of this thing. And it's just well balanced. There's nothing spiky about it at all. Again, when I tasted it on the wedding day, it did feel hot to me, and that could be it's had more time to open up because we cracked it open that day, but also could have been just my system wasn't fully ready for it that day. It's delicious stuff though. All right, one final sip. We'll talk about the finish and we'll wrap up this video and this update. Cheers. Yeah, really good. Along with the building spices, now this building oak. I got more of a leather note on that sip, and that is lingering for a while on the finish. The finish here is long. That spice and cinnamon sticks around. So does some of that brown sugar and custard. But again, now it's tending toward leather, oak on this finish and some spice. Really, really good stuff. I'm very glad that this was the one I cracked open on the wedding day. I'm glad that so many people got to enjoy it and share it. Not much left, but we'll be cherishing every last drop of this bottle as it slowly disappears. Anyway, like I said, now that things have settled in after the wedding, I'm going to be back to hopefully full strength making videos and keeping you guys updated about the world of bourbon. Don't worry, my passion hasn't gone away. In fact, my wedding ring, I don't know if you've been able to see it throughout the video, is made with bourbon barrel wood. So still a big part of my life, a huge hobby that I love sharing with you guys. Sorry I went a little silent for a while, but we'll be back now, and it was all for good reason. Excited to finish out the rest of the year. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel, because yes, it's going to be a great second half of the year. Trying to potentially hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That's a pretty ambitious goal, especially when you disappear for a month, but hey, I think we can do it. While you're at it, hit the like button on this video. That's what gets it out to the most people. And then comment down below. Let me know. A couple of things. One, what videos are you looking forward to or do you want to see in the second half of the year? Would love to know that. Two, if you are married or planning a big celebration anytime in the near future, what bottle of bourbon are you going to be sipping on to celebrate that big day? Or did you use on your wedding day or any other major celebration? I think that's going to wrap it up. Thanks for bearing with me. Can't wait for everything that's coming in the second half of the year. Till I see you guys again for the next video, all I can say is keep drinking good whiskey and cheers.